Hey, what's going on, party people? Let's talk about the 2011 presidential dollar coins. You probably see these when you go to the bank. You've probably even seen these at shops or in change or whatever, and these can be really valuable. They're also a really easy collection. They're also a really easy series to collect in general if you're just looking to complete a presidential dollar coin set. So let's talk about the values of them, some errors you can look for, and just the general info of these coins. For 2011, the series would release coins that would honor Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, and James A. Garfield. These coins would follow the same format as the others, with a portrait of the president on the obverse and the Statue of Liberty on the reverse. There are many known errors that you can find on these coins, notably ones that involve the inscriptions on the coins, and we'll get to that for each one of them. So let's take a deep dive into each coin, talk about primarily their values, and we'll quickly cover each one of them with the key points to look for when you find them out in the wild. The first one released for that year was the Andrew Johnson presidential dollar, who was the 17th president of the United States. This would be from 1865 to 1869, and this coin would have a mintage of 37 million out of Philadelphia and 35.5 million out of Denver. Now, Andrew Johnson would become president following the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, which was the fourth coin released the previous year. His name and years in office would appear alongside the portrait on the obverse, while the reverse features the Statue of Liberty and the denomination $1. The most notable error to look for on these coins would be missing edge lettering. This is going to be something that goes across almost, if not all, of the presidential dollar series. Essentially, the production of these coins would be plagued by mistakes, resulting in various errors. This missing edge lettering error on some of the Andrew Johnson dollars would be where they were struck without the standard edge inscriptions, making them more valuable to collectors just in general. These errors can sell in upwards of $200, depending on the grade of the coin. There is a version of an MS-66 Andrew Johnson dollar that sold for over $150 with no errors at all, just really good condition through heritage auctions. The second coin released for 2011 was the Ulysses S. Grant presidential dollar. Grant would be the president of the United States from 1869 through 1877. The mint would produce 38 million out of Philadelphia and 37.1 million out of Denver. The obverse, of course, shows Ulysses S. Grant, who was a famed Civil War general that led the Union to victory and later became the president afterward. The most notable error to look for on these would be doubled edge lettering, where the coins were mistakenly passed through the edge lettering machine twice, resulting in all the inscriptions on the edge of the coin to appear twice. In some cases, in really high grades in good condition, these coins can sell for well over $300, with an example in MS-67 that sold for $475 through Stack's Bowers. The third coin released for 2011 was for the 19th president, Rutherford B. Hayes, who served from 1877 to 1881. There would be 36.8 million of these minted out of Philadelphia and 36.5 million minted out of Denver. Rutherford B. Hayes, who oversaw the end of Reconstruction, would be depicted on the obverse of the coin, and the same format with the Statue of Liberty would be depicted on the reverse. The most notable errors to look for are, of course, the missing edge lettering error, which can be worth an upwards of $100, but most importantly, the weak strike error. As we discussed in previous videos for these coins, there were a few examples that have weakly struck details due to the insufficient pressure during the striking process. These can sell for really good money. Ones that have really weak strikes can sell for hundreds of dollars, with a version of one graded MS-66 selling for over $400 through great collections. The fourth and final coin that would be released in 2011 for the presidential dollar series would be for James A. Garfield, the 20th president of the United States, serving only in 1881. Garfield would unfortunately be assassinated shortly after taking office, so he only served in 1881. These coins had a bit lower mintage than some of the others in the series at 37.1 million out of Philadelphia and 36.6 million out of Denver. The biggest error to look for on these coins is a struck through grease error, where they exhibit weak details due to grease interfering with the production process. These can fetch on a low end around $20 or $30 and in upwards of $200 or $300 in dramatic cases. There was a version of an MS-67, James A. Garfield presidential dollar, that sold for over $200 through eBay only last year. As you can see with these coins, there's really good value, as you can also see with other parts of the presidential dollar series, so I think these are really great coins to collect. You can let me know in the comments if you feel the same or if you like certain coins in this series rather than the whole series, but I think the goldish hue to the coins is really cool, the design is really nice, and I like the commemorating of the US presidents, whether you like them individually or not. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and let me know what you've been coming across in your coin and banknote searches lately as well. I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.